Hey traders, let's have a quick look at EURCAD on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame we can clearly see that the market made an impulse to the downside, then followed by this correction to test the previous support now turn resistance in this area around here, and couldn't break to the upside, so we had a nice impulse to the downside again for this pair. Now as you can see basically on the weekly time frame is that we're at a very strong area of resistance from this pair. Why is it strong resistance? Because it already broke out from this area over here. Nice breakout of this area. It retested this area many times, and now we have the final push to the downside area. Now what we are looking at on the daily and for our time frame is we have something very interesting as well, because we have a counter trend line running on this pair on the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, counter pair has already been broken. Let me adjust that for you. So we have a counter trend line that's already been broken, and we can expect a retest of this level in order for us to get a push to the downside. Now what I mean by a test of this level is we are looking at a test to retest this counter trend line and then continuation to the downside. So it basically will give us a good risk to reward, because it's very easy to find out that the market will always retest its previous broken support or resistance and then move to the downside. So what we are looking for on the pair is basically we are looking for a good push to the downside for this pair. It's a very good risk to reward. We're going to be looking in this area again for a push to the downside. Now I already get in this market around this area over here, and we rode it nicely down all the way for the break of the structure. So we broke the structure, and now we can expect the market to retest this area again and then further continuation to the downside. Now if you would like to take a target, it's very easy. You just take your Fibonacci from this high of the impulse to this low, and then you have your first target around just above the 0.27. That's your first target, and your second target would be around this area over here. So these are the areas that we're looking for on the daily time frame, and we can expect the market to reach this area by the end of the week. Now if you guys would like to enter this pair, it's very important that you look on the 4-hour time frame and get a better sense of where the market is going to go. So what we're looking for in this area is we're looking for a retest and a possible false breakout of this counter trend line, and then a push to the downside. So what I mean by false breakout, normally if we have a trend line, the market will break out from it and then come for a retest. Once it comes from retest, it will make a big wick on the inside of the counter trend line, and then basically further continuation to the downside, basically just completing an impulse correction, impulse move. So we have an impulse to the downside, then we have previous support, now resistance retested, and then continuation to the downside. So this is what we're looking for on the daily time frame. Is we're looking for a push to the downside to this given target, and the given target is actually a very good given target because it lines up perfectly with previous support and resistance in this area as well. So we have a very good chance that the market would want to come down and test this area again before we have any movement of this pair. Now please remember that the signal, the analysis I give to you guys is not a signal, it's just an analysis, education for you guys to learn and for you guys to profit while you guys trade with me. Now hope you guys have a good Christmas, and everybody stay safe out there. Make sure that you give me a like and a comment, and don't forget to follow my Telegram as well, Telegram, and also my TradingView platform. Your support is really appreciated. I hope you guys all have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you for watching.